Have you ever looked into his eyes and felt something unspoken, but when you try to get closer, it's like he pulls away? 1 minute, he's present, engaged, laughing at your jokes like no one else exists, and the next, he's cold, distant, unreadable. You're not crazy. You're not imagining it. What you're feeling is real, but what you're seeing doesn't match, and that's what hurts the most. Because deep down, a part of you knows he cares. You've caught it in the way he looks at you when he thinks you're not watching. You've seen it in the way he remembers little things you never expected him to. So why doesn't he just say it? Why does he hold back when everything in you is begging for clarity? In this video, I'm going to break down 5 specific undeniable things a man does when he has feelings for you, but hides them. Not out of games, not because he's a bad guy, but because love, real love, can feel terrifying when you're not ready to face it. If you're stuck in that limbo, wondering if he's holding back or just not in it at all, this is for you. Let's decode his silence. Let's be real. Men aren't taught how to feel. From the time we're boys, we're trained to mask our emotions, tough it out, stay in control. Vulnerability, that's weakness. Sensitivity, that's shame. So we grow up learning how to hide, not how to heal. By the time a man starts falling for someone, really falling, he's not just confronting his feelings for you. He's confronting a lifetime of emotional suppression. Let me break it down. For a man who feels deeply but doesn't say it, the silence is often self-protection. Rejection doesn't just bruise his ego, it cuts deeper. It reactivates old wounds, being unwanted, misunderstood, not good enough. Rather than risk that kind of exposure, he stays quiet and hopes his actions speak for him. According to emotional avoidance theory, men often compartmentalize emotions, locking them away so they don't interfere with their role as protector or provider. Opening up feels like crossing enemy lines. He wants to reach for you, but that would mean letting go of the armor. If he's been hurt before, cheated on, left, betrayed, his system remembers. That trauma doesn't vanish, it calcifies. So even when he meets someone who makes him feel alive again, he second-guesses it. Avoidant attachment styles in men often show up as pulling away right when intimacy is building. And emotional intelligence in girls. The result? Many men feel desire, affection, even love, but don't have the language to express it. So what happens? He shuts down, acts indifferent, retreats just enough to stay safe. Not because he doesn't care, but because caring feels unsafe. Imagine this. He builds a wall not to keep you out, but to keep himself from feeling too much too fast. You trigger something powerful in him, maybe even something he thought he'd never feel again. And instead of stepping forward, he freezes. So no, if he's acting distant, it doesn't always mean disinterest. Sometimes it's the exact opposite. He's overwhelmed, he's scared, and he doesn't yet trust that his heart will be safe in your hands. Sign number 1, he watches you, then pretends he wasn't. You felt it, that moment when the room feels quiet, even if it isn't, because you know someone's watching you. You turn your head, and there he is, eyes locked on you for just a second too long. But the second your eyes meet his, he looks away, fast, like it never happened. And then he'll act normal. Joke with a friend. Pick up his phone. But here's the truth, he saw you. And not just in passing. He was studying you. Trying to understand what it is about you that's pulling something up in him that he doesn't know how to name yet. See, when a man has feelings he's not ready to share, he watches. It gives him closeness without the risk. It's safer to observe you from across the room than to sit beside you and say, I feel something I don't understand yet. So if you catch him looking at you in those quiet, unguarded moments and then pretending like it was nothing, that's not random. That's a heart trying not to be seen, but needing to connect anyway. Sign number 2, he teases you, then pulls back when it gets real. Let's talk about that guy who flirts with you all the time. He makes you laugh. He nudges your shoulder. He calls you out in a playful way that makes your heart skip. But then, the moment the energy shifts into something deeper, he pulls away. You try to have a real conversation. He jokes instead. You open up emotionally. He changes the subject. It's confusing, right? Because it feels like there's something real underneath it, and there is. Here's what's happening. He's letting his feelings out in tiny, controlled doses. The teasing, That's his version of closeness, but if things get too serious, too vulnerable, his walls shoot right back up, because emotional honesty feels too risky. He's afraid that if he lets it get too real, it might mean something. And if it means something, he might lose control. So what looks like mixed signals is really emotional self-protection. He's just trying to survive the feelings you stir up in him. Sign number 3. He gets quiet when you talk about other guys. You mention a guy from work, or maybe a friend you grabbed coffee with, and suddenly, he shifts. His energy changes, his responses get shorter, his tone drops. He's not angry, he's not obvious, but something just feels off. Maybe he laughs it off. Maybe he acts like he doesn't care. But he does. A lot more than he'll ever admit. Here's what's really going on. When a man's hiding his feelings, jealousy sneaks in through the cracks. He's not in a relationship with you, so he doesn't feel entitled to say anything. But emotionally, he's already invested. He doesn't want to seem possessive. He doesn't want to give himself away. So instead of telling you how he feels, he goes quiet, hoping you'll notice the shift, but praying you won't call it out. Look for the subtle signs. He suddenly changes the topic. His body language closes off. He goes from fully engaged to strangely distant, like he's somewhere else in his head.